welcome to episode 16 of BRB Geek Speak, the place for all your nerdy needs on BigRebel.com. I am your host Lauren, and with me as always is the amorous Auntie Alex, who I adore ardently because she did an excellent job of filling in for me last week.
Yay! Oh, thank you, but Lauren is back. Yes!
Yay!
I don't have to do this anymore. Because I forgot everything. Sorry, I forgot everything. And now I interrupted you because that helped the cause. But yeah, I forgot everything. I forgot the title of the episode. I forgot the people. I forgot what you have to say. When we were ending the show, I was like, that's it. I don't care what you guys have to say. Get the fuck out.
It was anarchy.
Well, I know, it was a mess.
I had Julia tell me that someone posted on the forum saying that they laughed so much at my story of my gluing a false eyelash onto my contact lens.
Oh yeah, that was it. That was that. I was there too. That's Monica, by the way.
Yeah, and that's delightful tones is the delectable PokeMonica.
Way.
Oh, she's so excited.
I don't know why I said delectable. I've got Pocky next to me, I think. That's probably
it's exciting. Pokemon is exciting. Sorry, I'm completely ignoring the agenda because I just thought of a thing. Did you see
Pokemon
Go?
Go.
Pokemon Go. Did you see the video for that?
It's essentially Pokemon Snap with your phone in real life.
With Pokemon. I may have slightly wet myself whilst watching it. Just in the sheer excitement of there's a Pikachu and it's on my phone and I am going to walk into so many trains and traffic and dangerous things.
How many people do you think are going to literally chuck their phone at a car because there's a Charmander there?
I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. I love the idea of it so much. I just want to have my phone, and then you can fight other people in the playground. Here are two adults with their iPhones being yeah, I'm gonna tick you on. And all the kids around being what you doing? It's don't touch my phone, small child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say shit.
It's
I
my
walk
right,
around.
you. Get away.
Yeah.
My Oyster card holder is now a Pokeball.
Oh,
it's
cool.
Pokemon. It's Pokeball coloured. It's not actually a Pokeball because that would be awesome. But it's just a normal Oyster card holder with Pokemon. A Pokeball on each side. It's pretty sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I want that. But I just want that game. I really like the Mewtwo event. I don't know how that's going to work. Do you just turn up and then throw your Pokemon at it lots? And then if you've all done some damage and it gets defeated, does everybody get one? Does everybody get a Mewtwo? Or does only the one person get it? Is it going to be Curiosity, where only the last person to do the damage gets a thing?
Surely it's fight to the death. The best one gets the best Pokemon.
Fight to the faint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Pokemon don't die.
Pokemon don't die.
Oh jeez, I know nothing about Pokemon.
But there was an interesting tidbit where someone said, what if there was an option for you to input your bank details, and every time you lost a battle, half the money in your bank account would go to someone else?
Oh my god.
Bringing gambling a bit.
Oh, that would, yeah. That'd be, but I don't know, kind of, because gambling, money being brought into game really ups the ante, doesn't it? Because both Ollie and I have just read Johnny Magic and the Card Shark Kids, which is the story of Johnny, oh my god, I've forgotten his last name because I'm an idiot. Guy nicknamed Johnny Magic, who was a champion Magic the Gathering player. And they were talking about how at Magic tournaments, after the actual tournaments or in between the rounds, people played for money. So they started playing for each other's cards and then they played for money, and he slowly transitioned into poker and blackjack and card counting, and he was part of this card counting ring called the Lawyers, and they went to Vegas and they made millions and millions off the blackjack tables, and then he became a really well-known poker player. And it describes how generations of kids who grew up on Magic the Gathering and on Pokemon cards and Magic the Gathering then went on to become pro poker players because the skills you gained kind of really transferred. And there'd be all these old dudes at poker tournaments with the cigars and things, and all of a sudden all these nerds with their hats and Magic t-shirts kind of came in and started winning.
Ha! Take that, Pokemon players.
And it's interesting. So if you did have some amount of gambling in Pokemon Go, bet you more people would start playing. Not your entire life saving, but say you just put a tenner in and you're okay, I'm gonna go out and battle people. Mm-hmm. And if I lose a $5, and if I win, I get a $5 off them.
I don't know. For like small kids, children with parents and so on, that might be
please,
one major program.
Have you seen how much the like purchase things on some of these apps are? It's like, oh, do you want to buy 99 of this for like 60 quid?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Just get your mum's iPhone password.
No, not dealing with that. Too many opinions, and BRB UK got a little bit hurt for that one, so I'm gonna leave that be. Okay, so moving on. Alex, you've been playing an interesting beta this week, haven't you?
Well, interesting, I guess.
Go on.
I know, I'm making it terribly exciting. On our very, very first episode, I talked about a game called Heroes of Might and Magic Free. And then, also a while back when somebody asked us the question of how we got into gaming, I said the Heroes of Might and Magic Free got me into gaming. It was my first PC game that I've ever played, and I was massively obsessed in. So, Heroes of Might and Magic 6, 10 years later, are coming out on the 29th of September. And I was kind of annoying about picking it up, and I look at the trailers, and I look at the screenshots, and I think, oh, but maybe not, to see what it actually would be, I actually decided to get into beta, and apparently that was very easy, because not only I got into beta, BRB afterwards got a code to get into beta, so I didn't even have to try to get into beta, because I could just ask BRB for a code, but hey, what do I know? And I've played a little bit of the beta, which wasn't a lot. They had 4 different functions, so 4 different castles and races, and they had 4 single-player maps. They do have multiplayer, which I have no clue how to get to play with someone else on the internet this game. I don't really know, and I think it would be a pain, because it is basically turn-based game, and not only combat, but every round you do a couple of things. You move your heroes around the map, you go upgrade your castle, then you press, the day has passed, you press a button for the next day, and then your opponent does stuff. And then you have to wait for your opponent to do stuff for you to repeat stuff. So I have no clue how that works online. I don't think it's very exciting, because if your opponent takes ages to make a decision to upgrade whatever the hell they want to upgrade in their castle, I think you're just going to die of boredom on the other side.
Surely they'd just have like a limited time, because isn't that in some games?
No, I'm sure.
After a while, their turn is forfeit or something.
I'm sure there must be something like this, but I couldn't even get into it because I don't know. I might be like super stupid or something. That is actually a possibility. But I tried to get on it, and it either wouldn't connect, it didn't work out. At some point I gave up, and I just went to single player, and I wanted to really look through the castles, for the castle upgrades, for all the monsters, try a little bit of combat, roam around the map. I do bear in mind that, this is a beta, so things might not have been perfect, although considering it's supposed to come up on the 29th of September, I'm not really sure how much they're gonna do with the beta feedback. Because my major problem for me was when I play with maybe 1 or 2 computer AIs, it was fine. But as soon as I have a map with 7 different functions and characters on the map, it would take them forever to get to my turn. I would literally have to wait 5 minutes for everyone to do their thing. And that's a computer doing their thing, until it's my turn. And my turn might take about, 30 seconds. I'll travel there, I pick up this loot, I'll pick up this gold, I'll fight this monster, I do the thing in a castle, and then I wait for 5 minutes until the turn is back to me. And I got really, really, really frustrated.
I wonder if it's your computer's processing power?
No, my computer is like... It's good.
Is it good?
It's really good. I got it not long time ago, and I made sure... I don't understand computers very well, but I made sure the person who does understand computers would get me the best thing there was. And I had very specific demands, and he's like, that computer...
It must contain butts.
Yes. Well, Heroes of Might and Magic 6, not so many butts, so this again is like,
It's a shame. It's a shame, because I had problems like that with Civ. Sometimes it could get really, really slow, as whilst everyone's doing the thing, and bits are moving across the map, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
And the more units and the more bits on the map, like it got super laggy.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So...
I don't really know. The reason why I used to love this game, it was their campaigns. And I think I talked about how the story was beautifully written and you just wanted to... And I would just... I would play this game because I got bored of whatever happened to that barbarian and him fighting, the merman or whatever. And I wanted to go back and to read that story, so I had to play for the game again. And the story wasn't available in the beta, so I don't really know if it's any good. They took a completely different term in art direction. I think there is a completely different studio doing these games now as well. But I'm just not a big fan of the art style either.
How is it different?
Well, here is my Magic Free. Like, there is the difference. There is a tactical where you look at on your map and you have your castle and you have your quarries and where your enemies are. And of course it was 10 years ago. So how good were the graphics? They weren't amazing. But when you would go into your castle, it was all drawn like 2D, beautiful animation, beautiful music. As soon as you would build something, that building would appear and upgrade. And it was semi-realistic. So it was drawn, but it was nice. It wasn't like a cartoon. It was almost as if it could be live. In here, they switched it to completely different. They made it much more of a cartoonish, artistic style. So nothing really looks that real.
So the new one is 6, yeah?
Yeah, the new one is 6.
Oh well, they have gone full Dota. They have gone full Dota.
Is that a good thing?
It's just a style. Like, it's just a very popular style right now, mostly because you can get fairly low poly models looking really good if you've got some really good textures. Yeah, it looks very... Oh, those bushes look terrible. Like, it looks very MOBA. It looks like it's taken its art direction of
but it's not. It's so not.
Yeah, no, it's
not a MOBA.
Like, it doesn't look that cartoony compared to the old one, I guess, because the old one's pixel.
Well, the pixel was the actual, your playing field, but once you get in the castles, and I used to love that castle. This is probably why I'm so apprehensive, because I used to love building those castles and getting better monsters, and they had absolutely gorgeous music to go when you, like, enter your place. I just used to sit there for half an hour listening to one song and repeat because I used to love it so much.
Oh, is that like the courtyards to your castle? Oh, yeah, I see. It's kind of like weird... pixely 3D-ness. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, no, I recognize this style. It was very much that year. It reminds me a little bit of Myst, but not quite. Myst was slightly different. But so, do they not have that anymore? Can you not go into your castle?
No, you can go into your castle, but it's just not. It's a different art style, and it just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't do. Okay, this is incredibly exciting for all the listeners, but I'm gonna send you a link to a screenshot of my favorite castle.
Okay, I will try and describe it.
Well, it's a castle that has elves.
We will put this link in the description.
We will.
It has elves and dragons and druids and Pegasus.
So there's a Pegasus on top of a hill that looks like it's peeing a waterfall.
Yes. That was my favorite faction, and they had green and gold dragons that were super cool.
It's like some weird mix of Asian and Nordic, because you've got like a really big pagoda, you've got one of those little deer scares garden. It's like the designers were like, so we like Asia and we like Europe, and then we just there we go, done.
Yeah, but I mean, if you flip through, you can see what kind of art style that they used to have before. And then it just all changed for 6.
Yeah, I think making these models, these other ones, is very, very painstaking, and it's probably... I don't know, though. It depends what... they've probably switched engines to make it better.
No, I'm sure they have done all the different stuff, and I'm as I said, I don't think it's even the same studio that's doing this anymore. I mean, it's not that I don't think. I am sure it's not the same studio doing this anymore.
Well, but on the box it seems to say Ubisoft.
Yeah,
that's
well, Ubisoft would be the distributor.
It's a publisher.
Yeah, it's a publisher. Yeah. So I'm just trying to find what engine it's running on.
I think Unreal.
Oh, is it Unreal? Oh, okay.
Which I think I had a laugh about that when
Unreal is a good engine.
It's not bad, but isn't everyone moving away from Unreal at this point? Says a person who knows everything about gaming engines.
No, and well, as far as I'm aware, no. And Unreal have released a new engine, and it's pretty damn great. A lot of people moving to Unity for smaller development. So like for mobile and tablet and smaller stuff, it's like all Unity, because Unity is fucking amazing. But so is Unreal. Unreal is also really good. They like released one of their new tech demos, and it was like this room and some stairs, and it looked so incredibly lifelike. I was like, wow. Wow. Yeah, like they have gone more cartoony, but I think because that's a very popular style right now. Like World of Warcraft really heralded the beginning of that style, and now you've got like League of Legends and Dota have very, very similar style. It's just really popular because it looks really nice. I quite like it.
It's nice. Look, I probably wouldn't have problems with the art style, but I do have problems waiting for 5 minutes to do whatever the hell I need to do on my map when it's just when I'm playing just against AI.
That must be so annoying.
And I think that beta was way too close to the release date for them to do anything about it. So yeah, well,
who knows? Well, hopefully it'll be okay. Maybe because it's a beta. Was it online against computer or just on your computer against computer?
No, it's on my computer against computer.
Ew.
Not good. Not good. I'm telling you, it's not good.
If it's making you wait so long.
If you ever played Heroes of Might and Magic 6, well, actually, any of Hero of Might and Magic, maybe it's time to move on. That's what I'm thinking, because I don't think I'm going to be getting the game.
It looks cool. I like the orcs. There's some really cool... I'm just looking some really cool, really World of Warcrafty undead. Like, I'm sorry, that just looks like a fucking armor. That just looks like a Dark Priest armor. That looks like a big Spider Queen, okay.
Yeah, we can't see what you're seeing.
I know,
I'm just
so
looking at
for everyone
things.
else.
It's just like, that just looks like a... I'm just looking through... I will link you.
Well, Alex, since you are shying away from Heroes of Might and Magic 6, maybe Monica has a suggestion for a new game you could play.
Yeah.
What have you been playing
You
this
could-
week?
A new game. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You could play Destiny. Yeah, Taken King is out soon.
We've only agreed on the Destiny story if you're going to tell me a drunk Destiny.
I will tell you a drunk Destiny story. So,
Okay, at this point, so Monica just mentioned Taken King's coming out.
Tomorrow?
At time of recording, it will come out in less than 9 hours.
yeah.
Because I have someone sitting on my sofa currently playing Destiny who is pretty much waiting for it and will be torn away from it tomorrow because we have to move.
Oh.
But the first thing I've set up is the internet, so he can, as soon as he sets up the PS4, he can play. I'll just do the rest of the stuff. I'm just going to sit in the corner. You play your Destiny. I'll set up the house. Yeah? Yeah.
To be honest, if that had been the case for us, it would have been exactly the same. I would have been in the exact same situation.
Yeah, as soon as I told him the moving date, it's like, but that's Destiny Day.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Oh, no.
Oh no.
man up. I apologize. Go ahead.
I think we've got... Well, I can't take time off work, and it's like, Ollie can't take time off work, so we're like, no, it's coming out at 10 a.m. It's like, we don't get to play till the evening. But, yeah, so we were trying to finish up some of the raids, actually do them before Taken King came out, because they did a patch last week which changed a bunch of things around, like they're getting...
Oh, that was huge.
That was so long.
It's like 17 gig. Because we had a problem. For some reason, our internet went funny. And it took ages, and when we put it on like the night before, got back from work the next day, and it still said 99 hours. But then we paused it and went back on. It was like 2 hours. Like, what happened there? What's going on?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I had issues with mine as well. Like, it just stopped. And what we ended up having to do is we copied over, because Ollie's downloaded, but mine hadn't. So we ended up copying his download over onto a external hard drive. And copying it onto my computer, onto my Xbox, so I could play.
Aww.
And no, thankfully we could do that, otherwise I would have been really off. But they've changed, there's like a whole bunch of things that aren't really there right now, because they will become something in the expansion, and all sorts of weirdness, but like, so yeah, we were like, okay, we want to finish Crota, and we want to do kind of run through Vault of Glass again because these are new characters because we couldn't get our PS4 characters to our Xbox. But we'd also had my dad over during the day to celebrate the fact that we got engaged, and there was much wine and much champagne drunk that day.
We actually mentioned that on the podcast.
Yeah, we said that I've got a beta husband of my own now.
Okay.
Yay.
Sorry, I can't remember if I heard that last week. So yes, congratulations to Monica and her beta husband.
Yeah, thank you.
It only goes downhill from there, man.
Wait.
Marriage 5 out of 5 barrels.
Well, trying to organize the damn thing is not making me cheery right now because we went
don't
to
you
see...
start because then we're just gonna go into one hell spiral of wedding organizing
like,
and oh my god, that's not gonna be
Elope
fun.
and play Destiny. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, Destiny's fun.
Get someone to just play. Just all go to the tower because you got 2 PS4s, right? So all go to the tower. And then get someone else to officiate and get married through Destiny. Sorry.
This is gonna be like this wedding in the guild. I don't remember which season that was.
I think that was
2
season
or 3?
4. I thought that was season 4.
Or maybe season 4, when Work was trying to get married to Zabu's mother.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. My parents would eviscerate me. They would. Not just my parents, our relatives as well. They would just murder me if I did that. They'd be like, what do you mean you're not doing a proper wedding in a proper place with proper things? It's like, oh god, okay. Yes, Mum. My mum went and bought me a random pair of shoes from online without saying anything to me, without asking me anything. I just turned up at house. She's like, look, I bought you some shoes for your wedding. And I was like, wait, what? And they would...
Wait, when's this wedding? I haven't even decided yet.
I don't know. And
okay, so
Drunk Destiny.
right,
yes,
Drunk Destiny.
But anyway, so we had our friend Phil who'd bought the game and a new Xbox a few weeks back and started playing. So he had no idea how the raids worked, how any of that worked. We'd done Vault of Glass, but last year, so couldn't really remember, and we were very drunk. So these 3 guys were very lovely and patient with us, falling off everything, running into walls, being like, okay, so you know what to do. It's like, yeah, we know what to do. 2 seconds in, it's like, was I shooting? Oh, I'm dead, sorry, I think I walked into something and then someone shot me, and I don't know what's going on, and if I closed my eyes, everything was spinning, but I could shoot straight. I could still shoot fine. It's like my brain...
But that's the kind of thing like with pool. So if you're playing pool in a bar, if you're jolly, not like hammered, you're jolly, you get better at pool.
I was more than jolly.
Oh.
I was more than
were you
jolly.
a bit sloshed?
I was, yeah. We'd polished off
were you
several
ruined?
bottles of wine, and they'd left us a bottle of champagne, which we proceeded to just drink. This is great. But it was weird. It was like some part of my brain that didn't need to really be sober was like, hey, you know what, don't worry. I know this shooting thing. I can do this. Don't worry about it. Yeah, like, just fine. Be spinny and happy and giggly, like, but I could still shoot. And we managed to do it. We did Crota and we did the Vault of Glass, and that was cool. And I got some cool stuff. And, like, Ollie got something called Galahorn, at which everybody started swearing at him. And we were really confused. And it was like, well, in a nice way. They're like, why is everybody p***ed off? They're like, because you got it on your first run through. I did this thing like 30 times and it never dropped for me. and then I went to sleep and I felt very ill the next day, which was today, which was fun at the office.
Oh, diddums. Okay, speaking of fun, Alex, you've been having fun this week, haven't you?
Oh, good God, where do I begin with that one?
With his dick.
Monica.
Please, we're a family podcast.
Go on.
Not.
No, we're not.
No.
Look, we got a complaint last time that 9 minutes in we said the word penis. Today, it didn't even take us that long. Our whole intro was about
I
that.
know, we're getting better.
What's wrong with penis?
I don't know.
Who complained about penis? But I'm allowed to say cute and adorable again, right? That's
Yes.
back on the board.
Yes, cute and adorable is back in the podcast.
What about cute and adorable penis?
Fine, too.
See, now I just imagined a little plushie of like a dick with a smiley face.
Oh my god.
I do actually have a plushie of a sperm cell.
That is cute.
It is really cute. You know I'm weird. I have plushies, microbes, and sperm cells. So, Solus?
Yes.
So, people, please bear with me. I promise that I'm not gonna bring up Dragon Age Inquisition unless I'm specifically asked from now on, because that's
For like
it.
another 2 weeks or something.
Not till after EGX.
I don't know. Not unless I get specifically asked. I'm just gonna keep quiet because I accept that I have a problem. So,
Yes, people
well, the
post
first-
on the forums and ask her to talk about Dragon Age. It'll make her so happy, like seriously, you don't even understand.
And the first step to solving a problem is admitting you have it and talking about it with friends. And we are
Yeah.
all friends here, so please tell us.
Yeah.
Did Solus touch butts with you?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so the final Dragon Age Inquisition DLC came out last Tuesday at night. And it's the last
God.
story DLC. Story of Inquisitor has probably ended.
Hang on a second. I just want to add something. We went to Tabletop Tuesday last week, and she spent most of the night on Twitter deciphering coded messages about Dragon Age. She actually has a decoder on her phone to decode spoilers.
Oh my god, this is actually super, super cool. I really want to talk about that. So because it's a story DLC, and there was some big revelations there about which I'm not going to talk because spoilers. But of course, because PS4 EU, I don't know why, the store updates like after everyone else already got it and played it.
Oh.
And this DLC, it's about 6 hours long, so it's not you can play it in one sitting if you so want to. So everyone started getting it on Tuesday on the PC. Xbox always gets it first. Actually, I don't know why Xbox always releases it like 2 days early, then goes, "Oops, sorry, our bad. Okay, we're taking it off. But by that point, already like 2,000 people had downloaded it and played it, and then they plastered spoilers all over Twitter and all over the forums and everywhere. And it was crazy because I was like, I need to wait to DLC. Oh, I need to occupy myself with. Usually I occupy myself from scrolling through Tumblr. No, I can't because there's spoilers there. Oh, I'll go on forums on Solus Thread and talk to my Solus peoples because they will make me feel better. No, there are spoilers there too. I can't go there either. And luckily, on Twitter was my only savior because at the devs straight away, they posted, it's like, if you want to post spoilers, use Cypher, Rot13, and whatever you want to say, just put it through that cipher and then post it. So my Twitter feed was literally unintelligible at some point because it was all like...
X-nay, oops-nay, butts-nay.
Pretty much. Which didn't help because I really wanted to translate some of the stuff, and it was like, especially on the day that someone
she was
else
on edge. It was hilarious. Her hands were like clawing into the sofa, just staring at it. Translate! What the hell are you doing? Just go home and play it.
I couldn't. It came on at like 12 a.m., which is when I downloaded it.
Oh, wow.
And then the next day on Wednesday, I was sitting in my seat, like, I can't concentrate. I want to go home. I was literally counting hours. I was annoying Coleman with that. I was tweeting at him pretty much every hour. It was like, 3 hours left, 2 hours left, 1 hour left. And Coleman was like, why? What?
Yeah. She kept warning us that she's gonna be unbearable this week because of this.
I am unbearable.
Oh.
You just didn't get it. Julia got most of it. And she's playing through the game, so I'm sitting there wanting to tell her all the spoilers, and she's like, no, I'm nearly there. Can you wait? I'm like, no, I can't. The revelations and what this means. You don't understand. Yeah.
And then you watch her skip a cutscene and it's like, no!
How dare you?
How dare you?
Guys,
Very dare
I
you.
was in denial for 2 days, okay? After I played it only once because I need a break from it. I think if I go back to it, it's gonna, the whole thing is gonna repeat. But first day, I was just very sad. Second day, I went everywhere and I started reading all the theories and everything. Third day, I watched a video and broke down crying.
Aww.
I'm not joking. I broke down crying.
Yeah, she said there was a
Why?
lot of screeching and crying and pain involved. I was like, I'm not sure I want to play this game ever.
Why were you crying?
You can play this game. Just don't romance Solus, please.
Well, he looks I'm sorry, he looks ugly.
Oh, yeah, he's
so
not-
hot.
He's not
He
attractive
is
in the
not.
slightest.
No.
Okay, I'm all to each their own, but
What
I
else?
really
What
don't see
else?
it. I don't
He
see
has
it.
like an egg for a face. He has like
I know.
it
He's
is
a bald egg.
terrifying.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
It is terrifying. And do you know that when I linked you that cookie clicker game, I ended up clicking on it. And I ended up clicking on it more than once. And right now my work computer is left on with Cookie Clicker running in the background. And I infected another friend as well. He was like, hey, where's that Cookie Clicker? I was like, yeah, you want to play with me? He's like, no, God, never again. Not since the last time 2 years ago. So I
what
sent
was my
him
words
the
when
link.
you sent that?
Something like, holy no.
Yeah, it was like, no.
Yeah.
I had enough of that crap when in my previous school because the kids were playing it and trying to play it in lessons. And the amount of phones I had to confiscate. And they're so stupid they wouldn't even turn off the sound. All I do is click, click. That's not doing your work, is it?
For context, that cookie clicker thing was supposed
Cookie
to...
Cookie clicker.
That's what I'm going for. Penis is clear as well, Eva. That cookie clicker thing was supposed to help me with, to survive until Dragon Age.
Yeah, just to distract you.
Trespasser.
And it just backfired. It backfired so bad.
I know.
I should have got you to play Robo Unicorn Fight.
No, but you know what? Because I went on Twitter and I was like, please distract me with everyone. So obviously everyone started sending me pictures of butts. And then we started playing games of associations. How long is it gonna tell me from whatever someone said for me to get to Solus? Literally, it doesn't take that long.
Hey,
like
it didn't work with the cookies. You didn't do it with the cookie clicker.
Cookie, what do you need to make cookies? Eggs, egghead, Solus. There you go.
God damn it, that's creepy. That's certainly a thing.
It's like the 6 degrees of Hitler on Wikipedia.
You know what? I don't want to know.
No, seriously, it's a game I used to play. If you're bored, you go onto Wikipedia. Oh, it's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon as well. So it can either be Kevin Bacon or it can be Hitler. So you go onto Wikipedia, you click random, and then you just go click links till you either hit Hitler or Kevin Bacon. And on average is 6 or less clicks.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a 6 degrees of separation, which is actually less in Wales, because everyone knows each other.
That's freaky.
Yeah, it's weird. It's fun as well if you are seriously that bored, and sometimes I was.
And if you're really bored, you play Cookie Clicker, because seriously, we're still playing it.
No,
I'm
never that bored.
I started gaming it. I started, working out the values of different things and being okay, wait, so this upgrade would net me around X amount, I can't remember the amounts, and being okay, but over time, but then if I get this, if I wait 2 more minutes and have enough to purchase this, then it will net me this amount. And I ended up not buying specific upgrades or buildings because I'd worked out that their value was not worth it in the beginning of the game. It's only worth after a certain amount of time. And I got really into it. It was
I changed my mind. I don't actually have a problem with Dragon Age Inquisition. I think Monica has a problem with Cookie Cleaner.
Cookie.
Okay, so
I'm pretty much done with it. But
do you want to talk to us about the actual game?
Okay.
Not Cookie Clitter.
Okay.
Dragon Age.
Was one final note. I'm going to put this final note, and then I'm actually going to talk about important stuff that I do want to address. And it's not going to be so much of a ha 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 ha. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, in regards to the ending, I'm going to do this very quick. And this is a note to Coleman, who edits our show. Coleman, you might know this or you might not know that, but from now on, please bleep everything I'm saying. Okay, I'm done.
Can you tell us what that means later? Because I'm curious.
Yeah, just when we stop recording, I want to know what that means. Because that sounded pretty off.
Yeah, it was off. Okay.
I'm sad I don't... Is that in Russian?
Okay, you can stop bleeping Alex now.
Well, I didn't go for as long as I could. I kind of will die down. But anyway, yeah. That's it. I got my emotions out of the way. Okay. So, in terms of what Trespasser is, it's an ending, but before everyone gets really pissed off and says, oh, why do you have to buy ending on top of the vanilla game? Shouldn't the proper ending be in vanilla game? Whatever you get in vanilla game and whatever you get with Trespasser, it doesn't really change anything at all. Unless you're really into lore, nothing majorly changes. You still know that your companions go their own separate way. One of your companions goes off doing whatever the hell he's doing. You still don't really know even at the end of Trespasser.
It's more of an extension than another ending.
Yeah, they kind of did. They went through. People wanted more. They wanted more interactions with their companions, which they did. They wanted more scenes, romance scenes, which they did. They wanted to explain a little cliffhanger that they left at the end of Dragon Age Inquisition. And they kind of did, but it's not something that you absolutely have to play, and they can so easily explain it at the beginning of the next game, and they build up on what they might be doing in Dragon Age 4, if that ever happens, which are a lot of exciting things, personally for me. I'm very excited. And you kind of get to decide on the fate of Inquisition, which, to be honest, it's very... The fate of Inquisition, there are two choices. You either decide that you're going to redeem this one character that turns out to be big bad, or you're going to stop that character. And then the fate of Inquisition, it kind of fluidly interacts with that, but there are not that many differences between that. So it's not necessarily a separate ending. You play in this DLC, you know a lot more lore-wise. If you're really into what are my ancient elves, or what are Quinari, or what all those races are, yeah, you're gonna get out a lot of DLC. And if you just want pretty maps, and you want fighting and schematics, and you want interaction with your companions, yes, that's also worth getting Trespasser for. But if you think, oh, that game wasn't finished, yeah, it was. This is just an extra layer to it.
Mm.
Yeah, and then, actually I was listening to, Burbcast the other day, and I know that Pac-Man played for Inquisition, and he was actually, talking about all the other, DLCs, and, I don't know, I just thought I'm gonna quickly talk through DLCs and say if it's worth playing or not, because I think I talked about all of them at some point, but, maybe now, having played that, I have more of an informed understanding of where they are story-wise. So the first one that came out long ago, all the way, I think, in March, was Joseph Hakon, which is basically another big map, where it has a story. It has kind of like a really nice integrated story, but essentially it's a big play area where you run around, you kill stuff, you explore, there's a bunch of fetch quests to do, and the story is kind of loosely interwoven into that. And I quite enjoyed that DLC. It was, I think, if you played it closer to the end of the game, or even post-game, because that wasn't really post-game specific, it could have been played at any point in the game. It was kind of nice because it was a different level of difficulty, and the fights were interesting enough for me, and I think I mentioned it, I was stuck completing that DLC for a very long time because the end boss took me about 3 weeks to beat.
Wow.
And that fight was really interesting, actually, because I did actually have to go and check all abilities that my characters have, craft very specific armor for them, craft very specific potions. Like, I went and customized everything a lot depending on that boss and that fight, and literally had to think through everything what I was doing. So that fight, despite it being hard, I really enjoyed it. It felt like, it was satisfying when I beat that boss. I was like, yes, I did that with skill. And I also was playing on Nightmare, so it was like an added level of skill.
Indeed.
Which I don't really play games on Nightmare, and I don't know why I decided, but I wanted that achievement, okay? I got that achievement, so I was really happy. And then Descent was another DLC that came out very recently. It came out on the 11th of August, I think. And it's all Dragon Age Inquisition and 2 other DLCs were done by the main studio in Edmonton, but Descent was done by their studio in Austin, and they are the ones, the Austin studio is the one that does a lot of MMOs, or their current MMO with, I think it's SWTOR, or correct me if I'm wrong. So they did a dungeon crawler, and that DLC I did not enjoy so much, and I don't really think it's not really worth it, because I talked about my frustration with the combat, that they just added a lot of health and a lot of barrier to the creatures, and the combat wasn't really challenging, it was just boring because you would hit the same button all over again. And the story, the 2 new temporary companions were pretty interesting, but other than that, you didn't have any interactions with your current companions, which is more interesting because you know them better, you've been with them for however amount of hours that you've played the game. So Descent, I wouldn't buy if you're thinking of choosing something. Trespasser, I would absolutely buy, because despite my frustration and my crying, it's a beautiful story, And if it was a badly written story, I would not break down and cried about it. So my first goes Trespasser, then Joseph Hakon, then Descent. That's if you want to play Dragon Age Inquisition and you're thinking of getting their DLC, that's the order you would buy into. And I feel like I've been talking so much that you guys have fallen asleep on this other.
No, I'm still listening. I was just like, it's amazing how much went into that game and like how invested you got into it. Like I find that really cool. Like to really get so invested in the world that you have such an emotional reaction. It's like, yeah, that's awesome.
It's the characters. I mean, the characters are just amazing. Having said that, I mean, and I think they're doing some very, very clever thing with their story, is because one of their weaker points was their bad guys. Their bad guys were a little bit blunt, but now they're building up this probably a villainous figure, and they build him up so well. It's like to the point where people are discussing, it's like, okay, he's doing this, he has this really shit plan, okay? It's a really, really bad plan. It's actually going to result in genocide, okay? But you kind of understand where that character is coming from. You kind of look at it, it's like, well, he's doing this really, really bad thing, but I get it. And to get to that point with a villain, I think is just an amazing piece of writing that you can't even get for reading a very detailed book, and you got for that in the game. Like countless, like 100 of hours of game, or about, but you got there to that point where you have this incredibly complicated character and other characters that, you know, everyone is like really obsessed about, like their best friends in the game and their love interests in the game, and it's amazing. And you remember we talked about, like, Julie and me talked about Dorian the last time, and we both love Dorian so much, and because he's amazing. And yeah. Lauren, snoozing yet?
The Skype just went weird and I didn't hear any of that, to be honest.
Yeah, I heard bits and pieces. I heard all your stories.
Good. Good.
But it's... Oh, man. I don't know, I'm kind of scared to ever play that game. It's like I would just sink too many hours into it. Although, to be honest, I'd probably stop playing it, get really frustrated with the combat for one reason or another, and be like, F this, I'm just going to shoot stuff.
Well, look, to be honest, I know if you ever decide to play it, and I'm looking at you, Lauren, here, and by looking, I mean virtually, because I can't actually see you. Yes, because I know you have a copy of the game.
I have many copies of many games.
You don't have to play for 100 hours. I could tell you, both of you, how to play that game in 30 hours or so and get everything that you need to get.
I have played some of the previous ones, and I did enjoy them, but I'm kind of in completionist mode with Borderlands. So I finally started the pre-sequel in the summer, and for one reason or another, Destiny, I haven't been able to play as much of it as I'd like to. So over the next couple of weeks, hopefully get some of that done. Once EGX is out of the way and a bit more settled in the new place, maybe I'll mission some Dragon Age.
Yeah,
maybe for extra
never
life.
Gonna happen.
Maybe for extra life.
Never gonna happen. Okay.
Aww.
One last thing. Very, very two quick things, which are not going to be all mushy and I'm in love with characters, but are actually things in the game that matter to people. First of all, before Trespasser came out, they did a patch. With the patch, they added a really cool function called, well, it's referred to as Golden Nug in the game, but it's basically a way to synchronize all your schematics and all your collectibles between your characters. So you get this golden nug as soon as you completed the game for the first time, and then you can synchronize it, and if you play the game again, you don't have to run around and find all your fancy armor or find all your mosaic pieces, because you already have it all in a database, which makes it so much easier and so much more enjoyable to play. And they finally updated the wardrobe, which you had this really, really ugly outfit when you were running around in your base, which was really, really ugly, and they have finally given you some wardrobe choices. And finally, with Trespasser, they've added a thing called Trials, which basically is additional challenges for the game that you can make your XP, gain XP not as fast as we usually get, so you get only half XP than you usually get, or you get a bit more challenging enemies or whatever. So yeah, so now I have all these achievements because of those stupid trials, and I have to go play the game with those added difficulties because I'm like 96% of achievements on my core game, And with Trespasser, I'm all the way down to 86.
Oh,
and I
no.
want that platinum, goddammit. Okay, we're in 50 minutes. We're in 50 minutes.
Levels of just nope. When you're like, oh yeah, and then when you play the game through again, it's like, yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Well, I'm done. This is it. This is it. Unless anyone asks me, no Trespass, no Dragon Age Inquisition at all, no Solus. Goodbye, butts. I love you.
Ask her to rate. Someone please ask her to just rate all the butts in Dragon Age from best to worst with reasons.
Best
I almost
Dorians.
face planted the mic then. I just wanted to put my head forward and just go, thunk. Thank God. No, that would take forever. So many forum posts. Okay, I'm just going to talk quickly about something that's really, really annoyed me this week. My controllers both broke on my PS4.
What?
No.
A couple of days ago. Yeah.
How?
So,
what did you do to them?
We don't actually know. It seems like one of the charging port is broken on one, and the battery screwed up on the other.
Oh.
Yeah, so we currently have to play the PS4 connected to, like, with a cable, but it's not very long, so we're, like, really hunched up right up to the PS4 pretty much. So if anyone has any ideas about cheap batteries for replacing in PS4 controllers, or any ways to fix it, because we've tried resetting it, we've tried plugging it in and doing it, neither will charge now. So the best idea I have is to take the battery from the one that's got the messed up port and put it into the one with the messed up battery and switch them.
Oh, jeez. Well, before you'd open anything up and do anything, check that your PS4's not under warranty anymore.
Oh, it's not.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Can I have a PS4 related question problem? Because I do
go on.
actually have one. My PS4 doesn't share anymore.
Doesn't share?
Nope.
Oh. What do you mean?
You know
What?
when you click share buttons and you can upload your stuff to Twitter or Facebook or to whatever? Yeah, no, doesn't do that anymore.
Have you tried resetting the controller using the little reset button?
No, I did not.
Okay, right, get a pin, shove it in the hole. That's what she said. And, yeah, see if
Sorry.
that helps.
Oh, so what, when you press the middle button, it doesn't do anything?
No. It gets into share and then it goes, oh, it cannot upload.
Yeah, so, like, the little share button on the
But
top
surely that's
left
not
of the...
controller, that's a PS4 if it cannot upload to the actual thing.
I don't know.
If you're
Try it.
getting maybe something on your internet settings or some blockage.
I know, I can't figure it out.
Has Tim messed with any of the internet settings recently?
I wish I could blame him, but I think now it's just my luck.
Okay, to Google.
Yeah,
Yeah,
try-
no,
That's
I
probably your
tried.
best bet.
Anyway, if anyone's more knowledgeable than me, which is a lot of you, please let me know why my share button doesn't work. Because I'd like to post pictures of my Lavellen, and yes, I'm talking about Dragon Age again. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, and if anyone knows of any cheap controllers for the PS4, I am all ears. Because we wanted more anyway, but now we need to replace the ones we currently have and then get more.
I would
annoying.
genuinely just try to contact the manufacturer and being like, this is not normal. Even within the warranty, be like, come on, like, that's not okay for the batteries and the ports. If it's not mechanical damage, like, it's been dropped and something's bent for the charging one.
Yeah, the charging one, I think, was possibly Coleman with Bloodborne Rage.
Sorry.
So we have this thing which is a wireless charging pad from and they have little things that attach to the back of your controller, and then there's a little USB cable that goes into the controller itself and extends the life, and then you just put it on these pads to charge. During Bloodborne, he got a little bit angry and slightly threw the controller, which caused that to kind of twist out. So that one was slightly twisted, but it still worked fine because that happened months ago. So we don't know what's happening with that one. So that was
Yeah,
fair
but
enough.
even if that didn't cause it, if you've done some damage to it, like, that's it, you're out for that one.
Well, apparently you can get replacement ports. It's just, well, we want to get a decent one. But my idea was take the good battery from the one with the dodgy port and then switch it to the one with the dodgy battery and then use the one with the dodgy port for other parts. Like if any other break.
Yeah,
Like
good
a
luck with
shoulder
that.
pad or something.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, well, hey, that's me being the optimist.
I once opened up a PSP and took it apart and put it back together, and only had one bit left over at the end, which I considered a success, and it still worked.
I thought you were going to say something really bad happened then, like
No,
it
it
caused
worked
the death
fine.
of humanity.
No, the bit that I didn't get back in was just the brace for the memory card. It had like a little metal brace, and it was fine as long as you didn't jiggle it around too much. It was okay.
Well, if anyone has any idea where to get cheap, decent PS4 controllers, not CEX, because they're rip-off merchants when it comes to controllers, then let us know. Alex, do you want to talk about your tech, or shall we move on to questions?
No, move on to questions.
Okay. So we've got 2 questions this week. Is Pixels so bad? Could it be redeemed by a Mystery Science Theater 3000 or Rift Tracks? And that is from QFecker.
No.
I did, I answered this on the Lost episode a couple of weeks ago, but in a short answer, no.
In the long answer, no.
No.
Never. No, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more. And a no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more. Okay, next question. Spiky Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one was a little bit confusing. I tried to decipher it as best I can, and I'm going to just read out what I think your question was. It is on the forums, and we'll link to it down below if you want to see the full undeciphered question. I think it means, what is more annoying? An unfunny geek joke, in inverted commas, which people laugh at just because they understand the content, or a geek joke that someone alters to suit themselves or a situation, but someone corrects them or rants at them because of the change. What's more annoying?
Yeah, the
People
second
ranting
one.
at you? Yeah, the second one. I
Yeah,
think.
I think the
Yeah.
second one.
Well, because people will always laugh along with things like, oh, nostalgia, that kind of stuff. Oh, I know what you're talking about. We have things in common. Ha 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 ha. But if someone rants at you just because you've changed a joke to suit yourself, it's just like, just dick off.
Why would you?
Unless they do it in the funny, redeeming, cute, nice way.
That's
Adorable
quite
way.
difficult. The adorable way is quite difficult to pull off without sounding like a dick. You know? Like a big floppy phallus.
Penis.
Yes. Big floppy phallus.
We're
Throbbing
back to
penis.
this.
Yes.
Oh dear. You had
yes.
to say the word throbbing. That just makes it like sound really gross.
Throbbing, sweltering, glistening.
Ah,
So
it's
I
like
think
50 Shades of Nope.
Sorry, that was quite an interesting laugh from me. So I think we all agree that the person ranting at you because you changed a joke, that is more annoying.
Oh, no.
That's the second one.
I'm not super keen on jokes that just make a joke for the sake of making some awkward and obscure point of reference. Be like, oh, look at me, I'm being so clever. I know of this
Excuse
thing.
me, have you not met Julia? You know, that friend of us who we invited on the podcast again, and her old jokes that you just facepalm yourself because... Yep.
I don't know, but then she sounds really funny when she says jokes. And then she does her funny snorty laugh, and it's the best thing ever.
I don't know. 2 days ago, she kept laughing at the word jupe. She just had to say jupe, and that's it. That would just set her off.
As in the aftershave brand?
No, as in I think a car.
Okay.
It's
I'm
a
still
car?
not clear on the rules of the joke, okay? But jupe is a funny word. Word?
Word.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, we do have one more question. It's from @idololly.
Oh, no.
How much longer are you recording? Because I'm waiting to play with Monica's Destiny.
Alright, that's my cue.
Okay, we're gonna alright, so we got a few shout outs. Alex, do you want to take the forums?
Okay, forums! Thank you to Stinko, Spiky Chris, Julia, Fasty, The Barrel in the Roof, Dave, and Coleman. Hi!
Fasty, I now have your address, courtesy of Alex. I didn't see a message from you, so I apologize. Some of the cats in the tubes must have ate the message. But you're just gonna have to wait a little while because I'm moving this week and everything's packed up. So you will get your prize, just a little bit longer. Monica, do you want to take Twitter?
Yes, so Legspike, who is
Penis again!
_ Legspike, because their penis nighttime is in a podcast. Thank you, Jamie. That's very nice of you. He sits like
No, he's
across
the one.
way.
He's one that complained about the penis joke, so that's why we're repeating.
Oh, wait, well,
penis
tomorrow
and dick
at
and throbbing
work,
cock.
tomorrow at work, I'm going to stand by his desk and just go penis, penis.
Oh, do you work with him?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, I'm just gonna tweet at him tomorrow. Just dick.
I already did that.
Dick. Kind of like a Space Odyssey. Dick. Boom, boom,
Dick,
boom,
dick.
boom, 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 boom.
Sorry, I overshot myself then.
At Bleezy Boy, at Cesis. Yeah. And
No. The thing is, he's getting a bit upset because we're finally 16 episodes in. We finally learned how to pronounce his Twitter handle. So he's thinking of changing it.
Well,
so I suggested using the wonderful Rut13, and I'm obsessed about that cipher now. Like seriously, guys, all tweets you're gonna get from me from now on are gonna be in Rut13.
Then I'm gonna speak to you in Welsh.
Cool story, bro.
I know, right? So I just put his name into Rut13, and it came out with
You mean it came out with porn fave? That's what I'm seeing. Porn favorites. That's his new name. Porn favorites.
There's no O in there or A.
It doesn't need to be an O for PRN to be read as porn.
Yeah, PRN is porn.
PRN is porn. Because what else is the internet for?
Okay, and thank you to @AnonJD.
Yep.
How's that?
Yeah, no iTunes.
He's got a big D.
Oh, for goodness sake.
What is his Twitter name? It's a capital D. It's a capital D. I'm not being rude. Yes, I am. Special shout out to Will Driver, who's had his birthday on the 13th of September, which was yesterday on recording.
Way.
And apparently I have to sing Happy Birthday in Welsh.
Okay.
Yay!
Do it quick.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes. Go for it.
Due to copyright issues, we cannot sing this song, so I'm very sorry, but happy birthday anyway, Will.
Woo! Yes, I'm very happy.
Okay, shout out to Spoil Sports, which is by our very own Diarmid, lovely Diarmid, and our friend Sean. They do it's about 30-40 minute podcast where they spoil things on purpose. You wouldn't believe it with the name Spoil Sports. But yeah, they pick a topic every week. They have guests, and then they just go to town. Spoilers plenty about each of those. You can find them on iTunes, and if you go onto what's Diarmid's Twitter? What?
Oh, I thought they were on Podbean as well. That's what it was.
Possibly.
It doesn't matter. I'll put all the links in the post. So if you want to find them, just go to the post. I'll have all of that there.
Also, we are available to guest.
I want to spoil Bloodborne.
By the way, dear Mid, hello. You know, your favorite podcast hosts available to guests. Yes, thank you.
Well, we chop liver. Yes, and luckily, Barrel in the Room has received his prize. Fasty,
Yay.
like I said, you will be getting yours. And we got a lovely message from him. My prize arrived in one piece and playable. I await the weekend to try this out. Thanks to all of you, Monica and Lauren, and your wonderful self, which is Alex, for
Hello.
this. Hope you have an incredible week, and I can't wait to hear from you again. Again, thank you for everything you have done. Smiley face, stay awesome.
And if you want to win your very own BRB Geek Speak dildo, just do it.
Cappuccino poo, no.
No. There will be no cup of teas and the whatevers, okay, in this podcast. I agreed to the
But
decks.
that's medical advice. That is sound medical advice.
No.
It's from a doctor.
No.
It's from a doctor.
No.
Cappuccino poo.
No.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly. No, Lauren.
Thank you very much for listening. If you'd like to get in contact with us, you can leave a message down below on the forums, or you can tweet at us at Big Red Barrel. We're using the hashtag GeekSpeak. You can also contact us via our personal Twitter handles. I am at the Sweet Shrimp.
I am at SolusButts_.
And I
What? Hang on.
No.
What was that?
No.
Do you want to try that again, Alex?
I'm a Dusty Tulip _
There we go. Sorry, Monica. Carry on.
And I'm at Monica_Ion.
If you want to tweet at us,
Yeah.
do not use the other one. Don't listen to Alex. Also, if you would like to see us in person, Alex is at Tabletop Tuesday every single Tuesday up in Dalston in London town. Every week we have a new featured game which you can win just by playing the game. It's ridiculous. If you want to find out what the game is, you can go to bigredbarrel.com, and it is one of the featured posts on the very front page. I am there sometimes, but if you are up in Birmingham next weekend, the weekend of the 23rd, I can't remember my dates. You wouldn't think I'm a teacher. Okay, 24th to the 27th of September.
You're not going to see Monica.
No, far away.
Can I finish my spiel first?
No, I really have to go eat. Like, Ollie's getting for me now.
Oh, you can shut up, beta.
No, my food's getting cold.
So is mine.
Time to go.
But
EGX, yay, thing.
Yeah, if you
It's
shut
at
up, I
some
can finish
point.
what I'm saying. Yes,
Dicks.
we will be in Birmingham in the NEC at
Big
EGX. So if you
penises
tweet,
everywhere.
if you tweet at myself or Alex, you can come see us in some dark corner of EGX and Alex
see
may show you
penises.
your butts. We might show you our penises. We don't know.
I don't have any.
This has gotten weird. My
Fine,
first
we're
week.
going.
I was away for
Anymore.
1 week. Okay,
Butts,
right.
bye.
But
Thank you very much for listening to episode 16 of Big Red Barrel Geek Speak. I have been Lauren.
I have been butts. I'm crying 'cause I'm laughing.
Hey,
And
you've been
couple
also butts. Bye.
And cup of tea and a poo to you.
No!
Bye.
Oh.
You and your ears are quite welcome for the podcasting goodness that you just heard. Why not roll on over to BigRedBarrel.com for more podcasts, news, reviews, and videos from the biggest, reddest site on the internet, BigRedBarrel.com.